Now, the future of Labour Party under the present government of Labour Party, purported leaders of Labour Party, is already sealed. Any party that is begging people to come and that they will have only one presidential ticket to give to anybody is a party that has already failed.
So Kenneth Okonkwo addressing his letter to Nigerian people means that ab initio, he has not been a member of Labour Party. So his letter is not properly addressed. He doesn't know his ward chairman. He doesn't know his local government chairman. He doesn't know even his state chairman. And he's confused about who is the national chairman of Labour Party.
And I've dared him. I did a video. I've written. I said I triple dared. I quadruple dare him. All the investigation he has done on Aisha Yesufu, let him publish them. You understand? When I talk,
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News. Now, Aisha Yusuf decided to call out David Udehi. Now, you know, over the time, David Udehi have said that hey, he has a lot of evidence against him, against Peter Obi, and against the Labour Party, in order for him to lock them up and all of that. So this did not sit well with Aisha Yusuf, and he decided to go on Rise TV News to call out David Udehi that even if that he has evidence, he dare him once, he dare him twice, that he even dare him to even 50 times that whatever evidence he has, he should bring it to the public or publish it to the public. And I want you guys to watch this video, and I also want you guys to wait to see how the Kenneth Okonkwo, how he's reacting to the Labour Party. We'll be right back.
David Hund, like I've said, in the last, I think now this should be the 4th year, we've had this, and it's a yearly thing, sometimes twice a year, where he tried, and I've dared him. I did a video. I've written. I said I triple dare David Hund. I quadruple dare him. All the investigation he has done on Aisha Yesufu, let him publish them. You understand? When I talk, I have a big mouth, figuratively and physically, and I love to use it. He has done a lot of investigation. What's our problem? Our problem started in 2021, and the reason was because I said PDP and APC are the same. The same thing in late 2022, he will also agree that PDP and APC are the same. And he has gone at every instant that he does that. I don't have a problem. And if you have evidence, and this is what I've tweeted this, and I've said it in my videos, that why is it that David Hund is an investigative journalist until he comes to Aisha Yesufu? Then he's just left with just dropping in windows and trying to make things that they never match. Can he bring out this evidence? I'm waiting. I've been waiting with popcorn and smoothie, hush smoothies that they sell at Grand Square. I love it. I've been waiting, and I want him to drop whatever evidence that he has. Not to just be making, you know, all of these innuendos and just baseless accusations that don't have anything. If he's bring back our guest movement, and he said that bring back our guest movement, if one, then bring out the evidence.
Okay,
because we know we are self-funded. We are the ones who contributed our money. You know one thing, Charles, you know the thing I love about Nigeria is that Nigeria has capacity to deal with everyone. A lot of people who said there was no Chibok girls abduction, some of them have paid ransom. Unfortunately, some of them have died. Every one of us is a victim waiting to happen. The question I always ask is, who is next? Because yesterday's victims were once survivors. Today's victims were yesterday's survivors. And tomorrow's victims would be today's survivors. Those who thought that when it was happening to Chibok, it was none of their business, say it has reached everybody now. And I ask, is it you say that it's funding what is happening in the southeast? We remember soldiers writing letters to Jonathan and telling him of the corruption that was happening. And they also wrote to Buhari. None of them did anything, telling them of the corruption that were going on. As of that time, we had, even the military would try some of their soldiers who were selling arms to Boko Haram. And so the corruption that was going on there, and we asked a lot. Even when Jonathan said he had sent 20,000, soldiers to the northeast, the people of the northeast came out and said they didn't see any 20,000 soldiers. Let me tell you something. I think it was that same 2014 that Iraq did, what was this thing called? When you're, oh Lord, the word, I'm missing the word now, sort of like checking their military, and they fired about 50,000 ghost soldiers. And we're also calling on the Nigerian military to do the same thing. Because when you have ghost soldiers, this is what they don't just take money away from the economy. They also kill lives. Because where they're supposed to be, they're no longer there. So we had an issue whereby it was almost as if there was compromise in the military. And we ask of these things repeatedly, what's going on? Even the Chibok girls, there were countries who came and said they wanted to help bring them back. There were some who said after they did that, they were going to, is it sort of like use gas or something? And the next thing, the terrorists were wearing, gas masks. A lot of people, even in the south, in the northeast, will tell you that when they go give information to the military, before you know what's happening, the informants are the ones who are being killed. We live in Nigeria. We've seen the corruption going on. Even up to today, there have been a lot of allegations of connivance between the military and terrorists. We've seen connivance between custom and smugglers. We've seen connivance between Navy and people who are stealing our oil. We've seen literally, even with EFCC, we've seen a lot of reports on this. Are we talking as if we don't live in Nigeria? Where we've seen security agents who are supposed to protect the people, protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria, protect the people. We connive with the criminals themselves. It's just like when I asked you, let me ask, most of the criminals we have today, a lot of people, there are a lot of reports that they have more sophisticated arms than our police. Is it the same funding that they are receiving? Currently, I think there's something that the Senate is doing, is saying in the police armory, about 3,000 something rifles are missing. The police is saying, no, they're doing back and forth. Who is it that is funding it? Whatever is the funding, you understand? Sure. And bring back our guests, we did a statement. We said we are interested. If you have any evidence or information, not just to make baseless allegation and you have nothing to back it up because somebody who is known as a conspiracy theorist. You know, say sometimes English, they want to do us anyhow. But anyway, we shall go to school. Someone who is known for conspiracy theory comes out and says something. We as the Bring Back Our Girls movement, anybody that has any evidence that, there's any money that bring back, we are interested in knowing.
Now, let's forget about all of this. For me, they are trying to destabilize Labour Party ahead of 2027 presidential election. Labour Party is already facing a very tough time under its current party chairman, Abure. Abure is just destabilizing, and all he wanted is just to embezzle and eat money in order for Labour Party not to have head. Now, for him, it is a big opportunity to make money. But I want you guys to watch how Kenneth Okonkwo, the former spokesperson, other Peter Obi, and I want you guys to watch how he reacted to the present government of the Labour Party, how Labour Party might not even have a slight chance to even come out in the fourth position in 2027. I want you guys to watch this video. We'll be right back.
Now, the future of Labour Party under the present government of Labour Party, purported leaders of Labour Party, is already sealed. Any party that is begging people to come and that they will have only one presidential ticket to give to anybody is a party that has already failed. Because in Nigeria, we all know that there are many qualified Nigerians who would want to lead this country in different capacities. So a country that 2 years to the time is telling you they have only one candidate, and they are pleading for the only one candidate to come and take their ticket. The candidate has not even said he wants to run under that platform. Tells you that the destiny of that party is already settled. It is in the pit. And watch it and watch what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that, as I said before, all this talk is very cheap. If the opposition, the person you just mentioned that said Tinubu is going to have Jonathan's treatment, let him first of all remember that before 2 years to the next election, APC had been formed. And APC involved practically all the opposition parties with position in Nigeria. The ANPP, the CPC, the ACN, the new PDP, and of course, the half portion of APGA. All the opposition parties. So if you want Jonathan's treatment, you have to do a Jonathan preparation, anti-Jonathan preparation. You don't have it, you are just talking, and talk is cheap. So I would want them to walk the talk and know that there is no more time, because 2 years runs like Ben Johnson. So what I'm saying is that there is a need for preparation. And when you prepare well, you get results. For now, I'm just hearing talks. Indeed, Many talks are going around, but it has to be matched with action. So there should be a need for action for all the opposition parties. They should have to make sacrifice, sheath their sword, talk less and do more. And of course, they would have to convince Nigerians that they are better than whatever devil they want people to chase away. They have to be an angel before the people will say, for the sake of this angel, we will need to chase away this devil, assuming that they want us to believe that APC is demonic. And indeed, APC has proved that they have become a scourge to this blessed country. In a place in Nigeria where everything that the masses need to survive is rising in cost, and the leaders are profligate, even increasing the cost of their own personal maintenance on the taxpayers. First subsidy is gone. They promised us that when they remove first subsidy, they will use the revenue to give us good roads, give us electricity. Now, we don't have electricity, we have darkness, and they are taxing us more for giving us darkness. I don't know. This government is strange, honestly. May God deliver us from this strange APC.
So Kenneth Okonkwo addressing his letter to Nigerian people means that ab initio, he has not been a member of Labour Party. So his letter is not properly addressed. He doesn't know his ward chairman. He doesn't know his local government chairman. He doesn't know even his state chairman. And he's confused about who is the national chairman of Labour Party. That is why he wrote such an open letter calling it resignation, and also postponing the effect of that letter on 25th of February shows that there is some effect of the movie he acted, Living in Bondage, currently applying on him currently, because I can't imagine a politician writing such a resignation letter, baseless resignation letter. That's the height of politicking that is alien to what politics used to be and is currently in Nigerian political space. So, and the Labour Party will not miss him, because Kenneth Okonkwo have recently continuously disparaged the party, saying all manner of things against the party, both things that are very much unfounded, including claiming that he doesn't know that Julius Abure is not the national chairman of Labour Party. And I want to tell him that Julius Abure is the national chairman of Labour Party by the party decision, and by even court have given them a hint of where the leadership of the party lies. And him being a lawyer and disagreeing without doing the necessary things he's supposed to do as a lawyer shows that he's not truly a politician. He's one of those I can refer to as content creators in Nigerian political space.
I've said it before, and I'm going to repeat it again. When I came into partisan politics, my loyalty is not to any political party or any politician. My loyalty is to the country, to the constitution, to the people, before I begin to contemplate political party and politicians. And so I don't quit. I've made up my mind I've come for the betterment of Nigeria and to be a servant. And I've made up my mind that stable democratic culture is the best way to go. In this, I will not quit. But when I am in a midst of a people that do not share the same ideology, who believes that strength or might is right, and who believes that you have to do it anyhow, provided you're succeeding with it, that it's a success. Whenever I'm in the midst of such people, and if they have vowed not to change their ways to the right way, I will quit them. Because tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. Tell me. The scriptures said, evil communication corrupt good manners. So you cannot be in association with people who are obviously not moving in the right direction and claim that you will be the only saint amongst them. So I do not quit, and I will not quit. So I do not defect, because my membership of a political party depends on that political party, not on another party. So the strengths and weaknesses of the party I am in is what I consider to join or to leave the party. Since I am not a man that is double-faced, I'm not used to double alliance. When I'm done with one, I'll conclude it, and I will withdraw, and then I will strategize, and I will think of the next way to go. Coalition will always be better, because democracy is about numbers. It's about cohesion. The more the merrier. The more we are together, the happier we shall be. If the opposition is serious at making any attempt in 2027, and one reason that I left Labour Party, by February 25th, the next election, presidential election, will be 2 years. And legitimately political alliances, alignments and realignments are supposed to commence. And then there is a party that has not even articulated who their leaders are. And they are not even willing to make compromise. And so from that 2 years on, is it believable that Tinubu has spent 2 years in office? Yes, it is. 50% of his time. The way the last 2 years just got evaporated, that's the way the next 2 years is going to be. So any party that is still broad in a lot of controversy and confusion and conflicts will likely not even be qualified to contest for the 2027 election. So coalition will always be better. A broad base of people of diverse culture, diverse ethnicity, diverse religion coming together, making the necessary sacrifice and compromise will be the best thing and the only thing probably that will take out this incompetent APC. This APC government has been really very terrible. Their arrogance is legendary and their ignorance is palpable. And I give you an example whenever I make any assertion. The ignorance of APC, you heard as they are talking when they were making budgets. Everything is rising in price. The tariffs. Electricity tariff is going to rise probably by 65%. You can see how even telecommunication has risen. You can see we are still paying a lot in transportation, in energy, etc. And this APC government had the audacity to tell Nigerians that in 2025, they are going to reduce inflation to 15%. Meanwhile, we are suffering cost of production, induced inflation. How on earth is this possible? This is sheer ignorance, and this is sheer arrogance in admitting that you have failed. So seeing all these failures, it will be also the failure of the opposition that are not able to articulate their stand, come together as one, and take out this incompetent government. Well, first of all, what do you think will be the future of a party where their members are defecting in droves and they are busy fighting for positions? Your house is burning and you're chasing rats. You know how many members of the House of Rep have defected from Labour Party to other parties? Party of substance will go to court to fight that they will regain their seat because it is obvious, written in the Constitution, you defect, you lose your seat. But what are they busy doing? They are busy chasing shadows. They are busy chasing money. They are busy telling you that a national chairman from Southern origin will go and have a presidential candidate from Southern origin in 2027, and they are telling you they will win. They just want to use whoever is the presidential candidate as a cash cow so that they will use him to attract the other people that they will extort money from.
Me personally, I will say that Peter Obi is the gate and the pillars of the Labour Party, because Peter Obi came and gave them the limelight, and now they felt like, oh, they are the third biggest political party in Nigeria. For me, if I'm to give my own personal opinion or advise Peter Obi should leave or step down from Labour Party and go and join NNPP with Kwakwaso. For me, it will be more bigger force. Remember Kwakwaso, despite at least a northern candidate, he was able to pull out 1 million votes. Imagine with collaboration with Peter Obi. Remember, Labour Party is just Labour Party. Without Peter Obi, there is no Labour Party. So if Kwakwaso and Peter Obi collide together, and not that he's going to merge Labour, he just leave Labour and go to NPP and leave Labour for Aburi. Let's see how it's going to control the Labour. So you see that it's going to become a bigger opportunity for him to win the upcoming 2027 presidential election. That's just my own personal opinion. And a lot of people said they're already making an arrangement towards that. I don't know how possible is that. I don't know how true is that. But let's just keep our finger crossed. But presently, the way Nigerians is handling things, Tinubu is already positioning everything that will make him to win this 2027. Not that he's going to win free fair, but how he's going to do the most unspeakable things that half of the things that he did in 2023. But in 2027, he's now a president. So whatever he do, he will do it. Like what is happening in Edo State now. Nigerians or the indigenous people of Edo State voted for one person and the results were given to the other person. So there's nothing going to do. They own the courts, they own the high court, they own the appeal court, they own the judge, they own the senate, they own everything. So what are you going to do if they ring 2027 election? So let's just keep our fingers crossed like this and wait. But for me, it's going to be in year 2032 that Peter Obi might have chance. But if Peter Obi become president of Nigeria 2027, my biggest desire and my biggest prayer is that if only we listen and make Showore the EFCC chairman, it will be a bigger force and to redeem Nigeria away from corruption. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. God bless you all, and I'll be waiting for you in the comment section. What do you think about what Aisha Yusuf said? What do you think about Kenneth Okonkwo, what he said? What do you think about my own personal opinion in none of this? Peter Obi become president and Showore becoming the EFCC chairman, or Peter Obi leaving Labour and going to NNPP, or maybe they just merge NNPP and Labour, they merge together and they form one political party. So let's hear from you in the comment section. All right, until we meet again, God bless you and peace out.